students, welcome to Dr. Ranima Upadhyay Chemistry Lectures. And in this video, we will learn about the methanol oxygen fuel cells. Here, methanol is used as the fuel and oxygen is used as the oxidant. We have already learned that fuel is always supplied at the anode and oxidant at the cathode. So now let us learn methanol oxygen fuel cells in detail. So as you know that I will always tell you to subscribe my channel so that you can learn more about chemistry with me. And don't forget to like and share my videos. So when we are learning the methanol oxygen fuel cells, as I have already told you, methanol is passed at the anode and oxygen which is from the air is passed to the cathode. The oxidation always takes place at the anode and it results into the formation of carbon dioxide along with the loss of electrons. These electrons are consumed at the cathode and it reduces the oxygen to water. So the net cell reaction will be formation of carbon dioxide and water as a result of reaction of methanol with oxygen. The EMF is just 1.21 volts. Here in the figure, you can see the methanol is supplied at the anode. Methanol formula is CH3OH. Oxygen is supplied at the cathode and a membrane is kept in close contact with the cathode, which prevents the diffusion of the fuel rapidly into the cathode. And the electrolyte used here is sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4. Working is very simple. Methanol is introduced at the anode, oxygen at cathode. The electrodes are made up of platinum. A membrane, as I have said, showing the diagram, that it is placed near the cathode to minimize the diffusion of methanol into the cathode. This prevents rapid oxidation of methanol and it will not disrupt the efficiency of the fuel cell. The electrolyte is sulfuric acid and the EMF produced is just 1.21 volts. So, why we are using sulfuric acid as electrolyte and not potassium hydroxide, which we have used in the hydrogen oxygen fuel cell? The reason behind it is that the carbon dioxide is produced in methanol oxygen fuel cell and not in hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. And this carbon dioxide, which is produced as a result of reaction between methanol and oxygen, can be removed easily if we are using sulfuric acid as the electrolyte. And this is the reason we prefer sulfuric acid as electrolyte over potassium hydroxide. What will happen if we will use potassium hydroxide as the electrolyte and not sulfuric acid? If we use potassium hydroxide in place of sulfuric acid, then the carbon dioxide which is released during the reaction will react with the potassium hydroxide, leading to the formation of potassium carbonate, K2CO3. This potassium carbonate will get precipitated on the electrodes and will clog the pores of the electrodes, leading to the reduction in the efficiency of the cell. And this is the reason we avoid using potassium hydroxide as electrolyte in the methanol oxygen fuel cells. The advantages of methanol oxygen fuel cells are that methanol has a low carbon content and a high hydrogen content, and therefore it is easily oxidized. You can see the formula of methanol, CH3OH. C H3OH. So there is more hydrogen compared to carbon. Methanol is highly soluble in aqueous electrolytes. This is another important advantage. And third is that it can be refueled easily and it has a very, very light weight. The disadvantages are also there. The fuel can cross the electrolyte without reacting, and this may reduce the efficiency of the cell. Methanol can corrode the parts of the fuel cells. It is toxic and flammable, just like gasoline. It gives a low power density. So we have to decide the advantages and disadvantages, and then we can go for the fuel cell, whether hydrogen oxygen or methanol oxygen. Let us see the applications of methanol oxygen fuel cells also. It is used as prototypes in military applications, in large scale power production, in aerospace and technological corporations. So the applications are almost like the hydrogen oxygen fuel cells. But here carbon dioxide is produced as a byproduct. In hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, only water is produced. So we have to decide according to our applications which fuel cell we should use. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Also like and share my videos. Keep watching. Thank you.